Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, I want to go over just a quick basic shoulder workout for you guys today. We're going to do, and shoulders involve the deltoid. There's 3 heads to the deltoid. You got a front head, a lateral head, and a posterior head. And I'm going to start with dumbbell presses. So we're going to do a dumbbell press to kind of hit all 3 heads, a little bit of everything. And then we'll isolate the lateral and the rear. We'll talk about the front delt in a little bit. When you're doing bench press, when you're doing a lot of pushing exercises, you're getting a lot of front, but I'll also show you a front movement. So here we go. We're gonna first do the dumbbell presses, okay, to hit all 3. Again, using time under tension. If you want, come down slower. Okay, there's your dumbbell presses that hits all 3 heads. All right, guys, now we're gonna do laterals. This is gonna work the side deltoid, okay? And you're just gonna start and come straight. Keep your elbows slightly bent.
What's up, bud? How you doing? Good, man. Good.
Okay, guys, now we're gonna hit the back side of the shoulder. We're gonna do the rear delt, okay? I'm gonna do this one lying down. You can do it seated, bent over, but here's one version. Good. Great. Okay, guys, now this is another exercise. You can either include this with your shoulders or you can include it as part of your back routine, okay? But I'll show it to you right now. I usually do it with shoulders. It's a shrug for your traps, which are the muscles right up on top of your shoulders. And basically, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can use dumbbells like I'm using now, and you can basically just shrug up, hold for a second, and down slow, okay? So you can come up in this method, or you can roll them forward, around, and back, okay? Or you can go the other way, back, and roll them around forward, okay? Or you can do a combination of all 3. Just make sure that you're not jumping up. You want to try to keep it as isolated as possible. Okay, guys, now we're gonna do an exercise. Okay, this is part of your shoulder. This is for one of your rotator cuff muscles, okay? It's in the back of the shoulder. It's called the infraspinatus. It's an important muscle group or a rotator cuff muscle because when we train pecs and lats, those are internal rotators. Those cause the shoulder to want to roll in. So you see a lot of people training, and you guys can test yourselves to see if your pecs and lats are too tight. If you close your eyes, march in place, relax, open your eyes, and just let your hands hang. See where they are, okay? Ideally, your hands should be by your side and your palm should be facing your side, okay? So mine aren't bad right now. If you're forward and in, your pecs and lats are too tight. This exercise is to keep your external rotators pulling back so that it helps keep your shoulders in alignment, okay? Now the important thing on this one is you want to find a place you can do it. You want to have a slight dip. You don't want your elbow at shoulder height. You want it slightly below, and you want it slightly in front. You don't want it up here, okay? So I'm gonna use this preacher bench and I'm gonna have my elbow on it, and the motion is gonna be down and straight back up, okay? That isolates the infraspinatus. So here we go, okay? Let it down slow, pause a little bit at the bottom, and come straight back up, and come straight back down. Okay? What you don't want to do, you don't want to force it up, and you want to keep your elbow on the bench. You don't need to use a lot of weight on this one because it's a real small muscle, and you want to keep it under control. And again, this is an important one to keep your time under tension longer, because you'll put a lot more stress on the muscle. See how I'm going down nice and slow? And you can come up fast, okay? There you go. Super important to train with your shoulders, but one tip, do it as the last finishing exercise, because your muscles in your shoulders will already be fatigued. You don't want to train that rotator cuff muscle, which stabilizes your muscle, and then try to do any heavy lifting with your shoulders. The shoulder won't be as stable when you do that because that muscle will be fatigued. Okay, so make sure you do that one last. Okay guys, here's your shoulder training session for today. It's a basic routine. There's other things we'll talk about in the future, but you can start there. All right guys, have a great day.